In this keynote practice, we're going to do something a little bit different that we don't often do for presentations, but it's creating a scene. For this, we're going to learn how to add an image for the whole background, which we've covered a little bit before. We're going to show you how to search PNG images, remove white. So sometimes those PNG images come in and the background is still all white. I'm going to teach you how to get rid of that. How to add drawings on top of images to create a little bit more style, and to add captions that pop. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to go back into my Keynote, and I'm already in the one from last time, so I'm just going to create a new slide, and I want to start from scratch. I want just a blank canvas. This is my favorite type of layout when I'm creating scenes. So the first thing I'm going to do is find an image that can work for my background. So maybe I'm going to be telling a story or doing something that has to do with being in a forest. So I found this background, or maybe on a lake. So I have this background here, and I need to add this to the whole background. I don't want there to be any white. Okay, so I'm going to move it here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so I can see what I'm working with. I want to make this image the size of my entire screen, and when I do that, I see that actually it doesn't fit. So that image might not work. I might want to use a landscape one, or if you double click on that, I can actually change what's called the clipping mask, and I'm going to show this more specific in the next one, and then zoom that in so that it does fit, one more time, the whole page that I wanted it to fit. Now I'm a little bit happier that that is the whole background. Then I want to put a dog on top of there. So if I go up right here and I just say insert a dog that I've already saved, let's say I have this dog. Oh, that actually worked too well. I need to delete that one. No. I'll just undo. And I'm going to add these dogs. So here I could say, oh, these two puppies were sitting together on this. But this whole background is white. What you can do actually when you're searching for an image, the first thing is you could search for something that's PNG. So when you add PNG, that means that the background, I say, could be transparent, because even when you add PNG, not always the background is transparent. This gray and white checkered indicate that it should be transparent, that the file was created to have a transparent background. Let me go and add that dog into my work. And see, now that dog is actually transparent. So here I could say, and then the dog was sitting at the end of the dock, maybe down back there. Okay, but there's also a little trick in Keynote that is pretty cool. So if I really loved this image, I just want to get rid of the white. I can go up to this design tool and edit it. I'm going to go onto the image tab, and there's something called Insta Alpha. What this does, it says drag across colors to make them transparent. So I'm going to put my finger down, and I really should be zoomed in here. So I'm just going to zoom in, and I'm going to drag across colors to be transparent. Now, see how I go here? It's taking everything away. So I'm going to bring my finger back until I see that just the background is this blue color, and let go, and I'm going to say done. Now I've actually taken out the background of that image, which is great. So maybe my scene actually calls for a little bit, these dogs are princesses. So I'm going to go back into add, and instead of a photo, I'm going to add a little drawing on top of here. I'm going to zoom in because I really want to get this into some good detail here. I'm going to make this a little thicker, and I'm going to put a crown on him by just doodling, or her, I'm not sure which one this is. This on top, and then this other one, I want to have another little crown for her or him. I'm not sure what this is. That is, of course, filled in. Now I'm done with that drawing. Now, because I did those drawings at the same time, they are hooked together. Okay, so if you want drawings that you can separate out, so that is nice here. So maybe I also want to have like a little bit of drool or slobber coming from their mouth. I'm going to represent that here just with, oh, that's a little big. So maybe that's my drool. Yeah, good enough. Because this is a tutorial and it's not my final work. Not good enough, I was really doing my final work. So that's how you can actually create a scene there. And so I have a great background. My story looks good, and I need to add some text now. So I'm going to go back to my basic shapes and add text. I need to tell what's happening in the scene. So this is, let's say, the dogs were happy on the dock. But here I cannot see any of my caption. So let's make sure that that is styled so that you can see. I'm going to fill that border in with white. Now I can see what's happening on this page much better. And remember, again, the words are so important. We really want to make sure that they're readable. All right, and so that's how you can add an image to the background. Search for PNG files. Remove the white from the background, from the images with that alpha. Add drawings and add captions that really pop. Give it a try and have fun.